Okay, hi guys. Last week, my starter motor went on the van. Had to get a new one, got that changed. But in attempting to start the van before I changed the starter motor, I flattened the battery down. So, changed the starter motor and then had to get the van jump started. Now, I had a battery pack, one of these jumper starter packs, and as normal, every time I come to use it, it's a traditional one, normal battery in it. Every time I've come to use it, the thing's been dead and I've had to sit and find somewhere to charge it up for hours before I can actually get my van started. So I decided to go and buy one of these. Now this is a Noco Boost XL 1500 amp starting voltage, so starting amps. It can do up to 4.5 litre diesel, and I think it's a 7.5 litre petrol engine, which is huge. I've got a 2.3 and I can say it works fantastically. It's lithium-ion, which means you're not having to charge it up all the time. It recommends you do a maintenance charge once every 3 months or so. Plug it in. It's charged off. So you've got USB in, so you can charge it off a USB in there. Plug it into your lighter as you're driving around, which is what I did. You have got USB out, so you can charge your phones, your any sort of 12-volt devices off of that. And then on this side, you've got your, and get it out. There you go. So this is where you plug in your leads to jump the van or car or whatever you're driving. You plug that into that end. It's also got a nice little LED light on the front. Various different settings for them. So that's quite nice. I like that. I used it because when I was jumping the van, it was in the dark. So I use the lights so I can see what I'm doing under the bonnet, connecting my leads into the front. You turn it on. On there, you've got your 3 bars. So you've got 25, 50, 75, 100% charge. And then this light here, this LED will, when you've connected up to your battery, that'll be on to indicate that you're ready to jump. Which is, I like that. It's a nice little feature to have. So this is the what is it, GB50. Got it from Halfords. I'm sure you can get them online. I'll put a link into the description below. What you get in the kit, open it up. So you've got a nice little presentation box there with it. You've got your leads to jump it with. Turn that off. So they plug into there. And then you connect them onto the positive and negatives of the battery. One thing I would say, and this is what I have problem with a Ford Transit, which I've got, your battery's under your driver's seat, or it is with mine. So you jump it in the engine bay, you've got a live terminal you connect to, and then you connect the negative. On the other side, you've got a like a hoist or a clamp there that you connect your negative to, that completes the circuit. Now, you don't have very much distance or very much space with these. They're not very long leads, so I wasn't able to connect the two. What I had to do is get my jumper cables from out the back, connect the negative cable for my jumper leads onto this to use as an extension to then clip onto my battery or onto my negative point in the engine bay. That's one criticism I would say that I'm not too keen on. I would like the leads a little bit longer than what they are, but if you're starting a regular battery, they reach perfectly fine. You haven't got a problem with it. It's just that I know the Ford Transits, you don't start it from the battery itself. You don't jump it from there. You jump it in the engine bay on terminals. What else do you get in the box? So there we go. You've got your USB, standard micro USB cable to charge it with. Destruction booklet, car charger, whatever you want to call it. the 12 volt, and then you've got a little carry bag to put it all in. So I would have liked, to be honest, I would have liked a better carry bag. I know there's some out there that will give you, you know, like a case, a harder case or a hard case for it. I'd have preferred that than, you know, this soft bag. I'd have preferred a hard box to go with it, just so it protects it a little bit. Having said that, the unit itself is quite robust. You know, I reckon it could take a little bit of a knock and not have to worry about that too much. Yeah, like I say, I've used it to jump my van, worked first time, and I had it only charged up to 50%, and I jumped it, started first time, still on 50%. You know, I reckon you could start your van or car numerous amounts of times off one of these. There are obviously different versions of it. There's smaller ones, there's also larger ones. This was about 140 quid, expensive for what it is, but it's, I'd say, a fifth of the size of my battery pack that I had before. It lasts longer, it jumps bigger size engines, and it's got everything that you need on there. Plus you charge it off a USB, so you're not having to go and find a plug socket or anything like that to plug it into. It's easy to carry around with you. What I did, I was parked up in Inverness, and I actually went down, stopped at a local coffee shop, plugged it in at the table there, had a couple of cups of coffee. Now if you want a full charge, to charge it fully, it's about 16 hours, so it is quite a long charge to charge it up fully from empty, but I charged it up 25% in maybe an hour and a half, and that was plenty to start my van. So you're not having to wait there. Having said that, as soon as I got my van running, I plugged it in and charged it right the way back up again, because I want to make sure that if I need it, I've got it. It's also a nice little power bank for your phone or cameras to be able to charge them on the go. You know, it's small enough that you can kind of put that in your rucksack or your carry bag and take that with you, and that would charge your phone, camera, devices numerous amounts of times without having to sort of try and find anywhere to plug into. I've used it for both. I've used it as a power bank, I've used it to start my van. Highly recommend it. It's been very good, and I'm sure there's other devices out there that are equally good. So yeah, thought I'd do a quick little video, just to put it out there, because I've always had traditional jump starter packs in my vans, in my cars, and almost every time I've gone to use them, they're dead. And it drives me nuts, because when you need it, it's not ready to go, it's not there, and you're having to find power, you're having to plug it in, or you're having to wait. I don't think you're going to have the same problem with this. I reckon you could probably keep this, you know, it recommends recharging every 3 months to give it a top up. I reckon you could probably have that sat away in the back of your van for 6-8 months and not have to charge it, and it will still be ready to go when you need it. Just on the side, you know, it's, there we go, 7 litre petrol, 4.5 litre diesels. I think I said 7.5, but it's 7 litre petrol. But yeah, great little bit of kit. 200 lumen LED flashlight on the front. Did everything I needed to when I needed it. So yeah, great little bit of kit.